Welcome back to SASA 210. Here we are talking about the Spurs Wemby time. Last game they played was the Golden State Warriors versus the Spurs at Golden State. We didn't have any tickets to give away for that, but you know what? It was a crazy game. Went off.
Yeah, 122 to 117. Wemby dominated. Didn't hit his 20 points that he got the last couple games previous. Still 19, right on the line. If I were you guys, I'd start investing in the company that makes backboards because the way this guy dunks, I got a feeling they're going to have to start ordering some replacements.
Yeah, man, that guy, there's no stopping him, man, right now. There's no answer to anything.
He was blocking everything, but I do like the fact that I was laughing when Curry was doing the jump ball with Wembanyama. And then Wembanyama squatted down all the way to the bottom to get down with Curry and then jumped up. It wasn't even a contest, man, but it was funny.
Looked like a dad playing with the son.
Yes, it was really funny watching that game like that. But I love Steph, man, just because of the fact that he does crazy stuff like that, man. That was cool.
Yeah, he's definitely all about the fun of the sports, so that's for sure.
Yeah, it was cool, man. But watching Wembanyama play again after the Heat game, he is, dude. I don't want to hype him up too much. I don't want to get too excited about this season.
I think at this point he's all hype, man.
Yeah.
He's excited for the season. I think we all have a reason to be.
Oh, and he looks so much better now. I mean, not that he didn't look good before, but during summer training, he looked a little off balance, a little lanky. I was a little worried myself.
I did too.
That he might get into injuries or have something happen to him. But after he's come back with all the training that he did with the Spurs over the offseason, he's solid. He's dominating. He's got more strength to him. I mean, what are you going to do? 7'4" with what, an 8-foot wingspan? I think.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
It's like I said, there's no answer for him right now. I mean, put him against any team.
None.
I understand Draymond Green wasn't playing against in that last preseason game, but I mean,
I don't think Draymond would have made that much of a difference, to be honest with you, the way he was playing.
Yep.
And he's not even playing power forward, really. He's doing shooting guard.
Yeah, he's a shooting guard right now for
I
us.
was like, what?
See, and that's
And I
one thing.
like him there.
Yeah, Wemby's changing the game as far as everybody's gameplay for each team that faces the Spurs now. They have to. You've got to keep trying different things to try and stop Wemby and Sohan and Vassell. I mean, it's like we got our big three, our original big three, all rolled up into Wemby, and then we've got Vassell and we've got
Man,
Sohan.
Vassell's been going off. I'm just telling you right now, he looks really good.
Yeah, they're definitely earning their money. I mean, he held in himself too, being that he came back for that last. He came back to play against the Rockets. I believe we went to that game, and I mean, he went off. Of course, they didn't play Wemby, so obviously he was supposed to go off. But I mean, he's showing out.
Even Collins looks good.
I mean, he's in the starting lineup. We'll put it that way. They decided to go ahead and bring Trey Jones off the bench. So we're running big.
Collins looks good. Wembanyama looks good. Vassell looks good. I always call him Soho, but so.
I mean, we're scary. I mean, we're talking about a big front five already. I mean, we're talking Keldon Johnson, Vassell, Soho, and then we got Collins and Wembanyama starting.
And Bassey's out there too, coming around the corner too, man.
I mean, Charles Bassey, shout out to St. Anthony's.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, I believe people thought he was older than what he was when he was there playing high school. Of course, he was there after I had graduated, but yeah, no, that guy's somebody to look at. Yeah, they passed him up a lot. A lot of teams passed him up, but he has something to show and something to prove for sure.
Yeah, so what I saw when Curry does his thing, he's always going to hit his points and do everything. But dang, Wembanyama was just like, "Come on, shoot!" He was like, as far as the cameras from us, he was like, "Shoot that ball, go ahead, do it, I dare you."
Adjust that shot. You definitely have to adjust that shot when you're shooting over that man.
Yeah, man, from the shooting guard, and then him down low, I don't see him as strong or anything like that necessarily. But he's not necessarily playing a power forward or a center.
Nah, yeah, and I said that from episode 1. That man should not be playing center. There's no reason to have him playing center. You're gonna ask for injuries.
Yeah, too true.
Yeah.
I just thought with that height that maybe he should be doing it, but nah, man, his shooting guard is probably.
I think with the guys that you have in the NBA playing center right now, they're gonna bully them. They're gonna bully them, man. You gotta keep him away from that.
And that's
what he's gonna get his blocks in, but from the outside.
But that's what the funny thing is too, because when they try and stop him, when they try and keep him from getting in the paint, he'll still go for that jumper. He's got no problem. If you try and force him to take an outside shot, he wants that. It feels like he wants that.
He wants those threes, man.
Yeah, he's comfortable with everything.
Yeah.
And we're talking about fast breaks, spotting up and shooting a three instead of driving all the way in. How you know nobody's gonna stop him.
Yeah.
He's got a full foot, but
Even when he got the ball down low on that fast break, and he was just like, "Hey, you coming?" And then he went up and dunked on him.
Yeah, what can Curry do just other than get out of the way?
Yeah, man. I was just like,
I think that's the thing right now. It's like you get that man on the fast break. You're gonna have to have somebody just as tall as him in order to stop him.
The guy's crossing the court in like three strides.
Yeah.
I mean, it's unreal. I mean, he can literally get it from the free throw line and take it in without even having to dribble it once.
I'm seeing him more right now after preseason, more like a Durant right now.
Oh yeah.
Like a Durant player.
Yeah, the guy can create his own shot. The guy can dribble if you give him enough space.
And he dribbled through the ball. That guy's legs up the last week.
That guy like Ginobili, bro. It's like I never thought I'd see that again on the Spurs.
We'll see. That's
not coming from a 7-footer.
I feel like he's got all three of our original big three wrapped up in him. I mean, the way that he plays. And then on top of that, I mean, talking about KD, I mean, he is like a 7'4" version of KD. I mean, he's just anything that's needed, he's bringing it.
So my projections, after seeing this and seeing the rest of the league, like I like Sacramento. Sacramento's still a good team, so I think they'll be up there in the playoff talks.
Yeah, because they're like us. They're just going to be running gun.
And then, but of course, you got the Nuggets who are going to be there. Lakers are not bad, but I'm more worried about them getting hurt and not making it. Just like the Clippers. Yeah, I know.
It's like a lot of these teams lost role players.
You know, y'all, the Spurs' favorite player, Kawhi Leonard, there.
Let's see how much that man.
You know, the Clippers are going to play him like he's playing 60 games at the most.
And out of 82, I'll give that man the over/under of less than 40 games.
Oh wow!
Yeah. I mean, that guy takes load management to a whole nother level.
Yeah, I don't see him.
That guy's taking loads from everybody.
That's
else.
why I don't really
see that. Sounds wrong,
but
dude, that guy's taking load management for everybody on that team.
The Lakers and the Clippers, I see them as a question mark as being how good they're going to be. We're going to have to wait later in the year to see how they are, but we should be either past them or right there with them.
See, and I agree with you. We are at every game, we see them just getting better and better. The Spurs are just locking it down. Pop is just seeing what he's got to tighten up, and he's getting that tight on the teams. So as we move forward playing veteran teams, I'm getting more and more confidence every time I see that man step out on the court. Not just him, the entire team. We're seeing Spurs fundamentals.
They're getting better at the passing. They're getting better at passing him the ball when he's able to shoot it. Alley-oops, I mean, that's going to come eventually because obviously the guy is 7'4", but you have to throw the ball like at 8'5", you know?
Yeah.
Like he's 8'5" just to get it to him.
Anything less, he's going to have to bend over to get it.
And that's not ideal for him. So yeah, it's small adjustments, but we're making adjustments. Like
so we're looking at what, like just to make the plan, we have to be what, not the bottom four. That's it.
Basically.
The bottom, like when you got the Rockets down, the Rockets ain't doing jack, man. They couldn't even take care of our backups.
I feel bad for the Rockets right now. I don't know. I mean, taking Wembanyama's, not getting the selection for him. Maybe it was a heartbreak, but I don't know what y'all did in the offseason. Y'all spent a lot of money, and y'all got zero hype.
And then the Suns look good, but just like it's always their backups that you have to, their second team that's coming in that's going to carry them. If they're going to keep them in the game or lose the lead. I mean, that's kind of where we're at right now, too.
Right now is definitely needing some help.
Yeah, for the Suns. But for us, I mean, we're kind of in that same category, not too much, but we're looking better every time, man. It's like, even though our backup players are looking good, dude. That's why I'm like,
I'm telling you.
Maybe we may even go like.
That's why I say we should make the playoffs.
You know what?
I wouldn't put money on it just yet.
Yeah, I would right now after seeing that preseason.
I already did.
You were going right into what I was about to ask. So I know on one of the last episodes, I literally asked you when you thought we'd make it back to the championship, or at least deeper into the playoffs. And I think you were comfortable with about 3+ years.
I say 3. 3 will definitely be getting. I'm talking Western Conference Finals show ups.
I would be confident in that. Yes.
Yeah,
3 years.
3 years. 3 years. Maybe even more. Maybe even less. Maybe less.
I'm saying
hoping for less.
I'm leaning towards less now at this point.
If anything goes off like the preseason games have been going, I don't want to hype it up because preseason's preseason.
Exactly. Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest things for me. I never really judge off preseason because you get to see them kind of play and they're kind of trying a few different things out to see what works. Yeah. But this has been one of the preseasons where I think we're seeing the team come together. I think we're seeing precursor to what we're going to see in the regular season.
I'm excited for that, man. I see that coming
San
together.
Antonio definitely has a big reason to be excited. I mean, we're talking about more season tickets being sold this year than the last 5. So yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure we all know the city is definitely excited for this. Come Wednesday, game 1 against the Mavs. Why the Mavs are favored to win that?
Oh, Prop King, where are we doing? Because you know what? How much money are we gonna lay down that the Spurs are gonna win that game? Because I'm calling it.
I'll
right
put my
now,
money on the Spurs too.
Dallas line is minus 3.5.
Okay.
I would bet on the Spurs minus
You're
3.
gonna give the Spurs plus 3.5?
Yeah.
I mean, that's fine. We should be winning that by more than 3 points.
Oh yeah.
They don't have. To me, they don't have a guy that can guard the outside. You find somebody that's gonna adjust to Wemby. You still got Vassell, Keldon, and Soho to actually adjust to.
I think the over on that should probably be like what 280.
Knowing these guys, it's probably going to be around 226. But the over,
I would bet on that.
The overs, yeah. I mean, these guys definitely last year alone still averaged about 115 points, 117.
I see the Spurs scoring 140 on them.
Bro, it could happen.
It could go 140, 150 if they lose.
122.
We were watching
They're gonna have to score 150
We were
points.
watching the game at your house, right?
Yes.
And they were already at like 135 points.
Yes.
And we were still waiting for halftime to show up. Yeah, that's just.
It's
crazy.
insane. It's insane.
We did end up losing that game, so it's okay, but it's all right.
Yeah, that's because they didn't play the second half. None of our start like Wembanyama didn't play the second half. I say none of them, but let's say Wembanyama didn't play the second half. So
actually, I don't think any of our starters did. We were up by like 17 points that game, so there was no reason. Yeah.
Well, a little off topic, but let me ask you guys: who do you think in the league might even be a matchup for Wembanyama on the court?
I don't
One
even see
KD.
nobody. No, I mean like
Really?
defensive wise.
Defense, I'm talking about
Oh,
one and one.
let's go both. Yeah,
I'm talking
I was
one on
talking-
one.
Yeah,
KD could. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. KD has some defense.
yeah.
But still, you're talking a guy who shoots from up here, and he's already at like 7'6" to block that shot before jumping.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm
Most of
saying?
them-
Like Kevin Durant is not gonna be able to get at that.
I don't see anybody. I don't
As
think
far
there's anybody in the league that can.
I mean, and I think defense as well. You know, these other teams are gonna force him into the post.
yeah,
They're
definitely.
gonna force him into the
Have
post
to.
as much as possible,
You
which
do
is
not want him
also
on the guard.
fine.
You do not want him on the guard.
Yeah, you don't want him on the guard because the guy can shoot. He could also get his own rebound just in case he misses.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like I wouldn't want to see that matchup between him and Embiid. I don't want to see that. Even with Christian Woods, the dude's gonna overpower him. But I think for what Wemby got, I mean, you're talking about being able to reach over players that are jumping and still not getting called for over the back.
Exactly.
Like you're not gonna find that anymore.
Not only that, I mean, am I wrong? It looks like he gained about 10 to 12 pounds of muscle.
Oh yeah, no, you're definitely
He's
not
looking-
wrong.
I mean, he's looking solid now. So it's unbelievable. Let him get another 10 to 12 pounds without losing any speed. He's gonna dominate.
He's
Yeah.
it's very like I'm so hyped up on how they're playing and how they're doing that I'm just like I really don't want to go too extravagant right now.
I know,
But
get your hopes up and then
just
Have
like
that.
I just wanna like I said I'm panoramic man because I want to look at everything. Got to see how midway. Let's say first 10 games go through. I think we should be at least 7-3.
First 10 games? Yeah, I can see it as losing
Yeah.
3. Let's see who the first 3 games are even against. Because I know we obviously know we got Dallas.
Like I said, I ain't playing. I don't think we losing that one.
I see. I don't either. I don't see how Dallas is favored for that one.
Game 2, we got Rockets. I mean, game 3, we got Clippers. That's probably going to be maybe one of our toss-up games there.
Yeah.
But even then, you're telling me, other than your names, right? Westbrook, you got George, you got Kawhi, maybe.
Kawhi,
You got Kawhi, maybe.
I swear, I feel like that's a curse word every time I hear it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to be very factual. There's no promising
Valid.
that guy is going to play.
That's true.
I'm telling you, the only
That guy
person.
his family member will break a nail and he's going to have to call out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's ridiculous. I understand there's injuries. I understand that. But when you get paid that much to play,
Oh, I
rather
know.
just play.
You suffer through it.
Like, yeah,
I mean, I'll be
I
honest.
don't
I think
get it.
I think the only person that any team could bring on that might even help against Wembanyama is going to be Tanya Harding. She's the only one who can help them and possibly give them a chance to take that season.
I'll tell you, man. These guys, I don't think the league is ready. I think the league is hoping that it's just an overrating for Wembanyama.
And what's so crazy is
Everything is just overhyped.
Dude, I've been watching ESPN. I've been watching YouTube all the time. Remember, subscribe whenever you get a chance to. But just checking out his highlights. Everybody is just dumbfounded by this guy's ability to do what he does. I'm like, and I'm still like, I'm usually not that kind of person. That's just overhyped. But this
Yeah.
guy, I've been watching the games.
It gives you reason to be overhyped.
And I'm just like, dang, this guy's.
It's starting to feel like it's not hype. Like this guy's literally bringing it every
It feels like
time.
he's already been here for at least a season.
Oh, I'm telling you, I get young Wilt Chamberlain vibes from this guy. I don't know why.
And they've already said there's no plays for Wemby. I believe that. How can you make plays for somebody like that? Right now, you still got to go. You still got to face starters in a lot of these teams.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it is preseason. Some of the starters are playing, but I don't think any centers. I'm hoping for the rest of the league. I'm hoping these guys that they have match up against Wemby aren't their starters.
Yeah.
Because they haven't been able to stop them. Even with our games that we lost, it's fine. Like I'm completely fine with that preseason. But those centers or those power forwards, they ain't got no answer for our guy.
Yeah, I don't think so either, man. I think we're looking at a great year.
I mean, too.
Well, maybe not
Definitely
great. I'm
a
thinking about
switch up.
good year.
Yeah, I mean, over/under for the season is 30 games. 30 games only.
Over?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
way
only
over
six,
that.
That's only 6 more games than last season. So
That's the over? Under?
over/under 30.5.
I think
If you got some money,
You're
man, you go
underrated.
lay that bet right now.
Yeah,
I
just
know.
lose 100 on it. You're gonna be all right. That's plus
The
money.
only way we don't not go over is Wemby gets, and I don't even want to say the
God
word.
forbid.
I
Yeah,
don't even want to say the word
Yeah.
jinx that stuff right now.
yeah, no, we don't. This guy takes care of himself too much. I think teams are gonna go after him. Though, man.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
let's not like pretend that freaking Pistons and Bulls is over. That type of rivalry is still out there. With Wembanyama being his age,
Yeah.
with this type of hype, there's jealousy out there. There's
Oh, yeah.
a lot of.
Well, and look what they did with the Hack a Shaq plays, like back in the day, right? Shaq would dominate in the paint, and what would they do? They'd drive him out. They'd drive him to make those
They're going to have
shots.
to do something
Free
to him.
throws.
But they can't be fouling him like Shaq because he's going to be
Exactly,
down
because he
low
can-
because he's behind the
and also,
guard.
he can
Our
hit
guy
it,
can
too.
hit it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you can hit
Put
his
him on
free
the line.
throws.
That's 2 guaranteed points.
Yeah.
You get him on
Yeah,
the 3-point
man.
line, 3 guaranteed points. I'm telling you.
It's crazy because he's like a shooting guard on offense. And then he comes back and plays defense like a power forward or a center. I'm like, how do you adjust to that?
Then he has the mindset of a point guard.
Yeah, that's
I don't even
true.
think this guy's instinct is shoot first.
I'm telling you. I think this guy was made in the lab. I don't know if he's real. I mean, it's unbelievable to see what he's bringing to the table. It's like they
our
took,
alien, man.
yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah, he's our alien for sure.
took genetics from all of the best players throughout history, rolled them all into one, and then boom, Wembanyama. I think that's why his name is so long. Maybe each letter stands for like
One of our main guys.
one of the superstars they pulled the genes from.
I mean, yeah, but you can definitely tell the mentors that we even got for him, they're taking over. It's showing
Oh
that little post jump shot that he got looks like Tim Duncan's shot. He's not using the backboard though because I feel like his shot's probably more confident in the shot doesn't need to use the backboard. But definitely looking all around like his mentor.
All right, Prop King. So you got the over on how many games the Spurs win.
Yeah, definitely over on the 30.
I would bet that.
30.5 seems
Over
almost
on the
easy.
points per game, which they have him at 17. He plays a
17.
half, and he's scoring more than that at a half.
He's last all his games. He definitely hit 20 points before halftime, except this last one.
So
And I get it, right? I mean, when you're playing against Golden State, you have to facilitate the ball. He did that a lot more than shooting. That's what I say. This guy's first instinct is not shooting. He wants to distribute and get the easy shot.
Oh, which is what I love. That's Spurs fundamentals
Spurs
right
ball.
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Analysis. What do you think, man?
Oh man, I think all of these averages and ratings are way under. Way under where they should
Way
be.
under.
Yeah, I mean, every time I see a game, I just see this. Whatever I'm hearing, I'm thinking it's probably 20 to 30% below what it should be, which is good when it comes to the betting. I mean, if you're going to put some money down, I think you really got a
That's what you
strong
need to
chance.
do, man. You definitely need to do it. Absolutely. But
Only in states that it's legal, of course.
If you're of age and you have the money, don't be stupid.
hey, we're not here to
Don't
tell
be
people how to
stupid.
live their
No, I
lives.
kinda-
Do what you got to do,
That's my
man.
thing, too. You gotta make sure. Don't bet what you're not willing to lose.
Gonna make some noise for the Spurs, even we top 3 and they never been